Sean Biscione here at HydroMaster today, and I wanted to talk a little bit about past the setting up of the van and running the machine, but about how to manage our hoses. One of the bigger challenges cleaners happen to deal with is what to do with this stuff. So when I take my time to set up the truck, the first thing that I like to do is set up my water pressure line in first. It'll go in first. We'll take that line off the reel. Then we'll bring that all the way up into the building, lay that hose back down on the way out to the vehicle. Once we've got that determined length of hose, we're going to run inside to our cleaning station. Then we can come back and pull our vacuum recovery line off and know how much we're going to have to bring the vacuum hose on the way in. So we tend to run our pressure hose on the way out, and then we bring our vacuum hose and lay it down on the way in. So we'll start by taking the pressure hose off first. Take the hose off. I don't like the hose to sit on the ground, so I'm going to tend to loop that pressure hose and take it off onto my arm. Loop that up onto myself so that it's nice and easy to handle as it goes back into the property. Today we've got about 100 foot I estimated to take off, so there's my first length. It tells me I'm about 50 feet. We'll get into our next line. And we're getting close to where our next 50 foot mark is, right there. Now we can disconnect this line, and we'll take this hose all the way inside the building where we're going to start cleaning at and lay it out on our way back. So this will be our cleaning area. We're going to work on this little bit of carpet here for now. So we'll take our pressure hose, release it from where we started at. There's our lead line. We're going to want to get to that distance. And we're just going to lay this hose out as we work our way back to the truck. Notice, we're not only just conscious about keeping the hose guarded and not getting it damaged, we take the time to put corner guards up. Corner guards help us protect the walls against damage that the client certainly isn't going to want to see from us, and we don't want to take the blame. Once we've got our line extended, we can go ahead and connect it up to our system. On the HydroMaster CDS, we actually have a couple places you can hook that water hose up. In this particular system, they have it running live, right to this live reel. It runs right out of this line where it's already been hooked up. If we weren't running the live reel, we could run right to the second outlet water port on the front of the machine. Because we've got it set up here, we'll go ahead and include that and mount that right up onto the live reel hose. There's another option on the CDS. This one's built with a through the floor kit. So if you wanted to run in a little quieter operation, you could actually bring your line right down through the bottom of the system, and that gives you the ability that once you hook up this line, you'll be able to actually run through with the doors closed. That's great. Once you've determined that your pressure hose, you have enough length to run from the cleaning station back to your truck, then I like to take the vacuum line off. And we'll take this off in a similar fashion, looping it around my arm, keeping it off the ground. I don't want to drag it up in on the sidewalk or the grass or the debris between here and our cleaning point. And we'll loop that onto our arm as well. Some guys like to wrap themselves all up in the hose. My preference tends to be to loop the line up onto my arm. When the hose is new, like this stuff is, it tends to be a little bit more difficult to manage and handle. But I'll take my vacuum line, walk it in, and then as I get to my first quick disconnect, I start dropping that line down. And our hose has met its destination of its supply line and the recovery line at the same distance of where we're going to clean. We're going to finish up and get things set up outside, and we'll come back in here and show you some cleaning strokes. For maximizing efficiency, we're going to connect that line not through a live reel, which would have lost more of your vacuum efficiency. We'll connect that directly up to the inlet on the truck mount. Once that's connected there and our water supply line has been connected, the machine's been warmed up and prepared to go, we can go in and do some cleaning. Here we're going to cap off the other line. We can start up the machine. Get our inlet water on, which pumps water from our supply tank